So, guys, right now there are two possible hurricanes that are going to develop. We have Humberto and we have Imelda. And it's looking like Humberto is probably the one that might stay in the Atlantic or the Caribbean, but Imelda might actually be coming around the Florida area. I think it's important to talk about what can actually happen. These hurricanes hit places like national parks and stuff like the Everglades, and what kind of animals might be affected. As we know, Florida is home to a lot of national parks plus the Everglades Reserve. This affects nesting sea turtles, alligators, birds, manatees. There's a whole coastal ecosystem that is affected when hurricanes come and make landfall in places like the Everglades. It's also important to note that these places, these ecosystems are extremely fragile when it comes to extreme weather. Extreme weather is the number one cause of destroying these ecosystems. And it's important for these ecosystems to stay intact for not only the animals, but for us as well. When talking about sea turtles, usually around this time of year, they're nesting. So these hurricanes come in and they just can completely wipe out the nest of the sea turtles. There's also fish, crabs, and manatees that become extremely stressed by the changes. And also hurricanes are known to bring debris when they make landfall. So all that debris washes up. It affects the animal's nest, affects the experience. So usually we've seen that when hurricanes come, a lot of state parks or national park areas are shut down and closed. Living where we live, we've got a lot of the hurricanes that have come in and destroyed things and shut things down. Electricity, power lines are down, and it takes a long time to fix these things. And some of the last places to get the attention is, the national areas, the preserves. Sometimes things don't even get fixed. I can say in the case of the Huntsville State Park in Texas, the CCC culverts, these are culverts that were built by the CCC in the 30s. We still aren't able to hike trails and go see them because back in 2017, Hurricane Harvey came and just completely destroyed that trail. So those trails are still closed. We're still waiting to see those. So I think, yes, important to see the damage that hurricanes do to us as a population. And if anybody, we've lived it. We've seen, hurricanes come destroy houses. We've had to live, weeks without power, living, somewhat close to the coastal lines. But the damage that it causes wildlife and some of these things we take for granted, going to national parks, national forests that are close to the coastline, they may never come back. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys are around North Carolina. I know last year they dealt with a lot with their hurricane, and are those parks open? Do they have parks there? Let me know in the comments how your area has been affected, because a lot of times the wildlife is the last to get fixed, which understandably, people are the priority. But if we focus so much on the people and not necessarily the wildlife, it's one big circle, we need trees to breathe. So we're not able to breathe unless trees. We need oxygen. They need the CO2 that we breathe. It's a circle of life that involves all of us. So if we're stuck in this situation where we're not worried about the wildlife, we cut all the trees down, we just destroy everything, sell all the land, and we find ourselves where we can't survive. We can't live without these things. That's what makes Earth a special planet and different from other planets, at least in our solar system. I'm sure in the universe there's other planets, but destroying nature is something we can't get back. So everybody be safe. Hopefully the hurricane doesn't come and affect everybody's life too much. Keep your family safe. Everybody prepare. But also in the back of your mind, just realize that there's consequences not only to us, but to wildlife. And it enjoys our quality of life, our camping trips. A lot of family times, moments are spent, good memories in these places. So I think at the end of the day, we don't stop and think about how this can affect all of us in the long run. And, we might not be able to enjoy nature with hurricanes coming and destroying things. So, look at Galveston. In the 1900 storm, that 6,000 people lost their life. It completely destroyed the city. There's only a handful of buildings that are still around from that hurricane. So As always, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to us. Leave us a comment. Really helps us out in the algorithm. And just know that some places are permanently affected by hurricanes, and it's a very important topic.